Hi everyone, Linda here from Come Up Lane Wearable Art. So today, again, another earring, but I really think you guys are absolutely going to love this one. It's something that you could wear to a Christmas party, um, just going out for an evening, like all dolled up, or New Year's Eve. That was my inspiration actually, was New Year's Eve. And this is our beautiful earring. I hope the camera's showing just how gorgeous this earring actually is. I'll lay it down there so you can get a bit of a look at it. And it's using components I think most of you will have in your stash. So to start with, there's this bar. It's a 3-hole bar. It's got the 3 holes in it, like that, with the rhinestones down the front, which are very sparkly. The camera's not bringing up quite how sparkly these actually are. And this is 2 centimeters in length, this one. We're also going to be using some of these spacer rondelle, if I can hold that up so you can see it, spacer rondelles that have got the little rhinestones in them as well, with the hole through the middle. I'm sure you all have something similar to that, the same or similar in your stash. Again, I'm using a pyrite drop bead. This one is in the gold, it's faceted. You're also going to need an earring hook. I have some 3mm black round crystals, some 11Os in the black, some 11Os in the Duracoat gold, as well as some 15Os in the Duracoat as well. And plus I'm using 6-pound fireline thread with a size 12 needle, and I have a stop bead threaded up on the end. All right, let's get started. So you're going to grab your little bar. Doesn't matter which side you're coming from. It's you know, it's much of a muchness, that is. So we're just going to thread that on. Hope everybody's got their Christmas shopping done or are on the way to getting their Christmas shopping done. Don't talk to me about it. I haven't even started. I'll never change. It's always the same for me. All right, we're going to pick up 6 of the 11Os in the black. Just like that. We're going to pass through the middle hole. So the one in the centre there. Okay, 6 more of the black. And through the top hole this time. Now again, this isn't an actual free-form design, as in it's sort of a pattern, but I'm still calling it free-form because I just made it up as I went along. Okay, again 6. And back through that centre hole, not going through any beads, so just going through the centre hole itself. Just move that stop bead out of the way. Another 6. Just like that, back through the top hole. No, but don't go through any beads, just the top hole. And just like that, it should be looking like that now. Okay, now we're going to peyote. So we're just picking up one of the 11Os in the black, skipping one, going through one. And again, skipping one, going through one. And again. I'm just coming out through that hole again, not through a bead. Turn your work over, and then you're going to do the same up this side here, going up to the top. So I'll meet you when we get there. Okay, I'm back. So I've just come down this side here, come through the just the ring in the hole in the component, not through any beads, and we're just going to continue now around, missing one and going through one. We're going to do that another one time after this, so we're still on the first row. So this is the still on the first row, just finishing off this one here, going back through, coming through and going in a figure eight, so you do one more row after that, and I'll meet you back when I've done that last row. Okay, back. So now you should have your 3 rounds of black 8 O's on, so going around in a figure eight, there should be 3 rounds of beads. So now we're going to pick up a gold 11 O, come through the bottom one there, picking up another one, going through the next sticking out bead, and we're just continuing up in a straight line now, we're not going back through. So up through that next one, through the next one sticking out, one last one there, going through that last black bead before the hole in the component and coming through. So you should have a total of 5 gold seed beads on this side now. Now you can tie your thread off and continue up doing 5 on that side there, and I'll meet you back. So tie your square knot, 5 gold seed beads up to the top, and I'll meet you back there. Okay, we're back. So we've gone all the way around, added in our gold beads. You should have 5 on each side. Coming out of the last gold bead here. Now what we're going to do is pick up one of our Diamante spacer beads. We're going to come up through the first gold bead there. Just fiddle around and get that to sit straight like that. Picking up another one. Going through the next gold bead. Picking up another. Going through the next gold bead. Just get all of those to sit straight. It doesn't really matter that much at this point because we're going to straighten them up later. Now you should have a black and then a gold. So go through the black 11O and the gold 11O. If you can get through them in one go. I thought I got caught up then, I didn't. Okay, through that, yep, that gold, no, sorry, not that one. There's a gold one, a black one just there. Go through that one. And you're going to have to wiggle a little bit. Well, I do have to anyway. Wiggle a little bit to get through. There we go. Through the other side. Now we want to come up through that black bead there. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Keep choosing dark coloured beads. Very hard to see. And back up through that gold one as well. So it should be looking like that. Hopefully I was on camera then. I don't think I was. Sorry guys. Okay, that's what it should be looking like. Okay, from here, through that gold one, yes. That's right. Back up through the next black and the gold. It's a little bit tight, just be patient. Alright, I got through the black one, I have to come back and go through the gold. So if I was off camera for that last bit, that's exactly what I did on the other side. So now we're going to pick up one of our spacer beads, the rondelles, through the gold. Another one. Through the next gold. And one last one. So that's 6 in all for our spacer rondelle beads. Come up through that last gold bead there. Okay, here we're going to add in 6 of our 11 O's in the gold. So we've got 6 of those on the needle. And we're going to come just down through the gold one if you can get through it. You can, because I've done it before. It's just a matter of finding an angle. Excuse me. There we go. So you want it to be sitting like that. Then we're going to pass through the first spacer bead. I'm just going to call them spacer beads from now on. And now we're up to our crystals. So we're going to pick up 2 crystals. Just like that. Through that next spacer bead. 2 more. Through the next spacer bead. Now we're going to pick up 3. So it's 7 per side. I think I forgot to tell you that in the beginning, that you needed 14 of these 3mm crystals. And from here we're going to pass back through Is that right? Yes. My gold one should be back up there. Just push your gold one up if it wasn't in the right place. We're going to go through the gold bead. And then there should be a black one there to go through. And again, it's just a bit of a wiggle. You will get through it. got through, but I went through the wrong bead. Try and get that bead out of the way. There we go. Just get your crystals to sit straight. Okay, through this gold one here. I want him to come back a bit. Okay, picking up 3 of the crystals again. Up through that first spacer. Next 2. And 2 more. Okay, from here we're going to come up through the gold beads here. So there's like, what did I put on there? 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 6 looser ones, and there's 2 tighter ones underneath. Don't go through the tight ones, just come through the loose ones. So if you can see here, there's 2. I'm coming through this one here. Again, just fiddling around until you find an easy way to get into it. There we go. And then just passing through all of those. Now we're just going to go back around and tighten up all our crystals. I'll do this side and I'll meet you when I come back down there. Okay, back. So I've come down to the bottom and I've come through that last gold bead on the end, then the last 11O gold bead. Get this all untangled here. Okay, so I'm coming out there. So now we're going to pick up 3 of the 15 O's in the gold. Just like that. And our drop, or whatever drop you're using. There we go. Had a bit of a tangle there. 3 more of the 15 O's. Like that. Bring those down to your work. Okay, just flip my work over for the moment. Back up through that gold bead sitting there. I'm going to tighten up the other side now. So just weaving through your crystals. This is a really easy pair of earrings. There's, a couple of little places where you've got to fiddle around to get your needle through. But other than that, extremely easy pair. Back through that spacer bead. And just one more time through the hanger for your ear wire. Mostly because we're using a 6-pound, which is still a strong thread, but just to make sure. And back through those crystals again. I want to get down to the bottom to to reinforce the drop that we just added. And I wanted to ask you guys too, I've been listening on YouTube, Americans doing, what do you call it, critiquing is probably the word, of different singers and bands and stuff like that. And a lot of them have been critiquing one of our guys, John Farnham. I don't know whether you've ever heard of him or not. He used to, when Glenn Shorrock left the Little River Band, I'm sure you've heard of the Little River Band, he became, we're going back down now through, back through this gold, the last gold bead, and then down through the row of the 15 O's. Yeah, he left the Little River Band, and John Farnham took over for him for quite a few years. He'd already had a career of his own before that, and then after leaving the Little River Band, he started his own career back up again. And he's just an absolutely, he's one of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life. This guy has just got a voice like velvet, velvety, raspy. Oh, it's just so smooth, and he just sings so well. And he does a rendition, I know you've all heard of the Beatles, of their song Help. But it's his own, what do you call it, his own mix, his own rendition of it. And so I'm just going to say, guys, have a listen to it. It's just, it brings tears to my eyes. It's absolutely magical the way he sings this song. So if you get a chance, just look up John Farnham, which is spelled Farnham, but it's just pronounced Farnham. A silent H in there. Yeah, he's just absolutely phenomenal. I'd love to know what you all think about him. He's just, he deserves all the accolades that he gets. And he's been very sick recently. He's had cancer of the mouth and had a lot of his jaw removed. So they don't know whether he's going to sing again or not, which is extremely sad. I've been a fan of his since I was 15. And I saw I've seen a few of his concerts. First one was when I was 15. Here I'm just going to do a half hitch knot, guys. Sorry, I'm talking away. When I get on a subject of something I really like, I don't shut up. About the only time I talk. Through there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass up now through some beads. Move away from that knot. Yeah, so if you get a chance, just have a listen to him and let me know what you think. I'd love to know what you all think about him. I think he's absolutely magnificent. All right, here I'm going to snip off. Still haven't got my new cutters. It's coming from AliExpress, and this has been the longest it's ever taken for an order to get here. Okay. Burn that little bit off. All right, all that's left to do is attach our ear wire, which I'm not going to do now, make you watch that. So I'm just going to, anyway, that's our earring. Oh, wrong way around. That's our earring. I think it's stunning. Love to know what you think. Please let me know. I really appreciate any comments that you leave. So that's the pair there. As I said, they'd be beautiful for any Christmas party that you've got to go to, any night out that you're going out, no matter when. And New Year's Eve, I think they'd be fabulous for New Year's Eve. Well, guys, that's all from me for now. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And also, a like would be just wonderful. Yeah, it really helps me out. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.